Welcome back to Formula One Grand Prix, and we're turning our attention to the massive involvement of the media in Grand Prix racing. Lenses wherever you look, whether they be for still cameras or for film. And everybody in Grand Prix racing is put under the spotlight. Well, it's a massive operation getting all of this equipment, particularly on the television side, with cables and antennae all over the show at each and every Grand Prix. And of course, all that equipment having to be transported from the various corners of the world.
It's hard work, keeps me busy, for sure. There's lots of waiting around and lots of drivers to, interview, and it takes about 2 hours to get one interview, so lots of time spent waiting and,
Well, the views of a cameraman on the scene, and it's always been a lot of media interest. Look at these old pictures of how the cameramen used to take their pictures when Grand Prix racing was in its earlier days. Nowadays, of course, it's all very much up to the minute, and the accreditation for a Grand Prix is extremely rigorous. Not just anybody can get into the paddock to take pictures, and if you take pictures when you're not supposed to, those pictures will be taken away from you. The big press rooms housing the world's media in touch with their newspapers, radio and TV from around the world.
I mean, you've got to remember that this is, television-wise, after, as I said, the Olympic Games and the World Cup, it's the most popular viewed sport. And it needs to stay like that.
So rules and regulations very much a part of all that. The host broadcaster for each and every race has a lot of organisation to do to sort out how the event will be filmed. Georges Geoffrey is the production man behind the French TF1 station, responsible for the coverage of both the French Grand Prix at Manicourt and of the Monaco event as well. Some 30 cameras under the producer's control throughout the event. Well, it's still very much the case that the host broadcasters produce the pictures, but those pictures are beamed around the world. And here at Eurosport, we've got the latest up-to-date editing facilities to put together the pole position program that comes out every evening after qualifying. Just 3 hours between the end of the qualifying and the time that the program is put over. Jean Lacey, talking about dealing with the media, says it's all part of the job. There are some things that are more difficult than others, but at the end of the day, it has to be dealt with, and if the journalist is competent, there's no problem. Well, there's many ex-Grand Prix drivers involved on the media side now. Keke Rosberg, Jackie Stewart, not so much involved in the media, but certainly Alain Prost is as commentator for TF1.
But I get the same adrenaline rush that I got when I was racing, and when I go into the Eurosport booth at a Grand Prix, I'm charged with adrenaline. I'm flying, my eyes are lit up, and the excitement, the anticipation is just like that of being a driver. The only difference is, of course, I don't have to physically drive a racing car.
The views of my co-commentator John Watson, and of course we're both looking forward to being in Hungary this weekend for the next round of the World Championship. But whether it be in commentating or in the photographic world, the competition is pretty intense, just like it is on the racetrack itself at times.